What's up? It's Saturday morning, and we're going to play around and do stuff. And, do stuff like work on a printer, which I haven't done in a while on a stream. I've been doing woodworking on a stream, and I really should have gotten another coffee because this is almost gone. That one is gone. Oh well. Don't need to cut it away no more. So, look, you can see me right there. Everything's in reverse. So, anyway, I am going to finish rebuilding the Prusa bear that I got from Sergio. Let's bring it over. Oh my God, there we go. All right, where is the camera on this thing? Let's add the iPad, and then we can actually see both sides. Look at that, sort of. It's too much. That's not enough. Yeah, right around there. It's not the best way to do it, but it'll work. And I've actually got this all figured out. I'm going to do a stupid audio kill, but it works. So anyway, this is the Prusa bear. It is a very pretty machine. Mr. Sergio sent it to me. And come to find out during shipping, I think it got dropped on the front right corner in the box. Or the box got dropped to where the front right corner was. And it twisted the frame. So basically all I did was loosen all the screws and then retighten them, and everything kind of just reset. Still very dusty. Needs a bath. But most of the hardware is back together. Not all of it, but most of it. So now all I really have to do is all the electronic-y parts. I don't like electronic-y parts. I just don't like electronic-y parts. What is up, SBC? How is life? So I guess I got to get to the back of this thing. As you can see, there's a whole wiring nightmare going on. This is the easy part. It's only got two. And this is a motor. Oh no, this is the fancy lights. This is a motor. This is a motor. I gotta get the electronic-y bits back. I hate electronic-y bits. Let's get the electronic-y bits. All the electronic-y bits. The board, which he put all these little jumpers on, which I don't understand. Oh, I know why, because he used the stock connectors for. I'm assuming these are stock connectors for the Prusa. The Prusa part. This all still needs to be aligned perfectly. I just kind of screwed it together just so it's in there. I might even tighten them down. Yeah, I did, just so it wouldn't move around. These might need to be adjusted. What is up, Scottish 3D printer guy? How is life? What's up, Tim? How is everybody on this here Saturday morning? I need to put this all back together, and as you can see, I'm procrastinating. I fixed the frame like a week ago, and I've been procrastinating ever since. Here is the screen. Needs a bath really badly. There's not much Prusa left on this thing. What happened here? This all came apart. Probably because I didn't put it back together right. Sergio did an absolutely beautiful job building this thing, and they shipped it to me, and USPS screwed it up, I guess, and I had to reset the frame. This one isn't square to that. I mean, it's holding everything square, but I don't like that. I might have to fix that right now. Because it's not square to the frame. I mean, there's plenty of these, but that just looks wrong. And this printer is way too pretty. This is like the nicest color. Okay, what about that? Right now, I guess I gotta loosen them all. Level that with that. Tighten it up. Wants to keep shifting. That looks better. Just give it a little snug here and there. Make sure it's all square and tight, which it auto settled into itself again. That's how I know this thing's all square, because it just, before, this is literally the first panel I took off, and when I loosened this bar just dropped like almost a half an inch. And what was going on is the whole frame was racked. So to level the bed, this gantry was trying to raise this side to get it level to the bed, trimmed to the bed. And it was actually twisting the Z parts, both the screws and smooth rods, because it had to lift it, because they were basically like this. When it, the carriages are like that, and then to lift it, it's taking it up, and it was twisting all of this, and it wasn't liking it. So, what did I get? I got a purple PLA. I actually, it wasn't Polymaker, it was Xyltech. They had a old stock purple that was a nice color. It was discounted, so I just got that. They're giving it to me for free. I don't mind. It's purple. I showed you the other night. You were on the Zolan stream, weren't you? I have no idea what all these wires are for. Actually, I can probably guess 90% of them. Heater. No idea. Probably a fan. Motor. Why is there two motors? Only one motor. This one the wire's coming out of. I just noticed. Alright, I already make that. Yeah, I'll figure it out. This one's easy. This is a bed heater and a thermistor. Bed heater. This might be that. No, the thermistor is going to have a 2-point plug, which that might be that. Red, white, and black. That might have been one of the. I was having extrusion problems, and that's the runout sensor. And looking at this plug, the white wire is disconnected from the plug. I don't know if you can see that. So that goes to that. Yeah, I just got some purple PLA. It's down there. Because I got another toy. I'm going to show off the other toy real quick. Even though I got to dig it out because I kind of buried it. I cleaned today. I did a lot of cleaning before I started this. Which actually, I'm going to have to unbury some of this. Anyways, because I'm going to need the parts. But, big box. This is a filament. Here you go. Here's a filament I got. It's a Zenotech. Purple. Purple. It's purpley. Very purpley. Is it showing up as blue or as purple? Actually, the iPad almost shows it the right color. This is the newest toy that I kind of want to get this printer running for. Palette 2. Which I should put over here. Which that's my next toy after this thing gets running. But actually, I don't want to print multicolor prints per se. At least not yet. I'm not really big into multicolor prints. It just seems like a lot of waste for. I'm more into practical printing. So the whole multicolor printing thing doesn't. I mean, it's cool. I like it. I love some of the prints, but I just don't. To spend 20 hours to print a little thing that's just going to sit on the shelf is just why? I mean, again, it's cool. I like them, but why? I'm procrastinating putting this thing back together. If you haven't noticed. Some of these he has washers on them, some of them he does not. And I think I know why, because they're too long. So I think, since I probably have the right size, because I have a lot of screws, I'm going to replace them. I don't need the knee pad right now. I will replace them with proper size screws. How do I know this thing's going to fall over? I have bags and bags and bags of screws from building that. And I screwed it up. Right around there. There we go. Let's make it straight, or sort of. So I think some 10 millimeters will work just fine. I should just put this thing on the floor. Otherwise I'm going to knock it over and I'm going to have screws scattered throughout the frickin' world. And they must be twisty-ons. A lot of this already had slip-ins. Style. Which I have those too, but I'm not big on these twist-ins. Kind of hate them, to be honest with you. But they work. Why am I thinking that's too long? But I should go to an 8 instead of a 10. So it doesn't bottom out. That too short? That might be too short. Only one way to find out. The one thing you don't want it doing is bottoming out. It feels like it's tightening up, but it's actually not. Did I grab M4 T-nuts? Nope. Is it M5 T-nuts? Yeah, I think these will be fine. I think these will be fine. What do we got here? Oh, I didn't know you were in the UK. That's why you sent it to me. That's cool. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. Uh, Shows us purple on the iPhone. Yeah, this camera, which is Logitech, I don't know, C920 or whatever they are. We're all famous, popular. That shows all purples as blue. This is just an iPad, and it actually shows the purples as purples, I think. Good when the cells have different propane. I don't know what that means, but sure. Non-flexible flex to have hinges be in part. Sure. Yeah, it was cool of them. I appreciate it. Although I have actually been trying to unload filament, which is why I traded that pellet too for some cutting boards. I sell the cutting boards, and I want the pellet too. Again, not for multicolor. I'm just gonna splice half rolls with it. So I've got a bunch of rolls that are like 3/4 gone, and I don't trust them to start a big print and then walk away and have it, last. And a lot of the stuff I do is practical printing. Like out in my shop, I do like air duct stuff and hangers for tools, and so it doesn't matter if the color's like perfect. So if I splice some rolls together, I can make a whole roll out of like 3 or 4 half rolls and throw it into the printer and just let it go, and it'll change automatically. I'm not too concerned about using the palette as a multicolor printer. I will. I'm gonna play with it. I'm gonna. But yeah, I think the 8s will work just fine. I'm gonna go to an 8. Yeah, I just don't. I'm not into multi-day, hour, year prints in multicolor. It's just not my thing. Again, I think they're cool as crap. Just not something I'm gonna do. For one, this is my bedroom, and the noise of the printers drives me nuts. And I just don't like leaving printers running when I'm not around. It's just not my thing. That is an M4 Tina. That belongs over here. That's where I got it from. That's an M5 Tina. Trying to use the spares. I have a whole bag of these things somewhere. I'm just trying to use the loose ones first. And then I need 2 more for the bottom. 2 more for the bottom, and then I can mount. That was sweet. Dropped right through. I can mount the electronics box. Where are you, Hole? That's what she said, right? I think I've used up all my M5 T-nuts here, which you guys can't see when I'm looking at here. A little. Oh, there's a couple more. I think these are M5. That might be. Nope, that's an M5. And threading it in, and I'm babbling about 18 different things. Oh, multi-filament. I don't know if you can do that mix from flex to non-flex with the palette, because in my past, I haven't done a lot of it, but I did play with trying to work with PLAs and stuff with TPUs. I could do a flexible PLA with a PLA, but TPU in general doesn't seem to like to stick to PLA. Well, that was like a first. They all just fit right in, and I didn't have to play games. That's unusual. This is why I hate freaking spin-ins, because they don't. You never know if they actually locked or not. Sometimes they'll tighten up, which I have a feeling that one's doing. And they don't actually spin in the channel, they just tighten up to what you're doing. So you have to play games to make sure the T-nut spun. They all feel like they worked. I found if you start to spin really fast, it'll yeah, what was I saying? If you start spinning the T-nut really fast when you go to tighten it, it makes it spin in the channel better, more reliably. That makes sense. Okay, there we go. Big klutz fingers, couldn't line it up. I designed this for Sergio. He didn't like how it was coming out of there and there, and he was worried these wires were going to come loose and everything. So I designed this little bracket that it just kind of snaps onto the back of the motor. So, step one. I hate wiring. I really, really hate wiring. It's just not my thing. It's just not my thing. And that goes there. And this one goes here. And that would be that. It'll stay there, but that one kind of clips in. Then I have to mount the actual board, which I really, really hate doing. Almost should have. I'm not too keen on this design because you have to remove the board to undo the box. A lot of times I'd like to leave the board. I'd like to mount the board, run all the wires, and then mount the box, which you can't do with this setup. Are all 4 nuts still in there? They are. Now I just have to find the screws that went in there. I believe it's these. Is that long enough? Seems to be. Only one way to find out, I guess, right? I believe this is the right driver. It is. I am just not as flexible as I used to be. Not tightening it up till I get them all in there. Did I just do it upside down? I actually took a picture of it. I was smart and took a picture of it. That's my table saw. Where's the pictures? Hopefully I didn't delete them. There they are. So I have the drivers on this side is how it came apart. So I gotta flip this over. It actually goes this way. This is the way Sergio built it. So this is the way it's going back together. If you don't know, this was a Prusa bear that Sergio built. And then sent to me because he wanted to make room because he bought this is a stainless screw, so the magnet tip doesn't hold. And I'm not sure I can get my finger in there. But I managed. Two more of those to go. I don't see them in here. I see longer ones. Oh, what longer ones? Do I have M4s that short? I got everything. It's just finding it. I have too much stuff. I need to unload stuff. Oh, I shouldn't say that because I'm getting ready to build another printer. Like from scratch. I was working on it last night. I'm going to build a cross gantry printer. And if you don't know what a cross gantry printer is, it's basically a Ultimaker style printer. Ultimaker does not use Core XY, it uses cross gantry. Which basically has two mechanical gantries, but the motors don't move. It's kind of halfway in between a Core XY and like an Ender 5. Can I get this in there with my fat fingers and all the stuff in my way? Nope. Uh-oh, my brother called. I gotta mute this and take it. All right, that was easy. Yeah, we're building in custom shelves for his kitchen, and he's got this weird design that he wanted, which is kind of cool, but never been done before. Well, I shouldn't say that. He got it because someone has done it before, but I've never done it before. Where you use T-tracks, like aluminum T-tracks. So instead of having like your pinholes and you can adjust yourself, but they're set, an inch apart or whatever, you can use a T-track, so it's infinitely adjustable. But T-tracks are really made for horizontal clamping, not vertical clamping. And he bought two small ones, and it's a whole nightmare. So he just called to say he got the other parts, and I got to go back to Newport, Rhode Island, and install it with him someday. But there's a couple of thoughts I had on it, and blah blah blah. Okay, board is in. I don't think I'm going to do these anymore. You know what I didn't do? I didn't post this on Twitter or Facebook. So let's do that now. Do it. Well, go to Twitter. You can do it, computer. I'm not big on Google Chrome, and I have to use Google Chrome to use StreamYards, but Google Chrome on the Mac isn't great. Putting the Prusa bear back together. Don't laugh at me. Wheat. And we'll go over to Facebook. Do the same thing. Paste. I wish StreamYards StreamYards with Twitch would let you use a thumbnail, but I guess not. Let's see what's going on in notifications. Oh, that's about the tail saw. Anyway, all right, that's taken care of. So, back to building. What's up, Matt? How is life? So, board's in. Oh, he did mark these, or did I mark these? I'm thinking he did, because I don't think I did. So, I can wire this one in. This is X. So that goes right here. Goes the other way. And it gets tucked down in here. Out of the way. That's the easiest one. This goes to the heater ports in the thermistor for the bed heater, which I don't know which one's which. Pretty sure this is the power in and this is the bed, but I'm not positive. I'm going to have to pull up the schematic for this here board. This is actually, I got pictures. I took pictures. That's not really helping me much, though. Because I don't remember which ones go which way or what I'm even looking at. They made this thing with. Sorry. You're ever designing a 3D printer box board thing? Why does everyone try and make them small? It doesn't matter how small it is. You know what I'd rather have? I'd rather have this thing be 2 inches wider and 2 inches taller, so I have room to work. the size of the box doesn't, having it small doesn't make me happy. It makes me sad. I would rather it be bigger. To be honest. To be flat out honest. Okay. I'm not seeing any. There's a ribbon black wire. Where's this black wire going to? Looks like this one. Bed thermistor. It's one of these two. I don't know which one's which. And I can't read them in there. Come to see some blue smoke? You just might. Okay. The two white ones, which this is not, go there. The red and black one with green tips go there. So this needs to go here, I'm pretty sure. But I'm not 100% positive. And I can't see the picture because there's too many other wires in the way. Okay. Guess we got to do a googly search for the SKR 1.4, right? 1.4 turbo. 1.4 turbo. GitHub my ass. Products. Where's the wiring linky thing? I bet if I go to the Big Tree Tech one, it'll backlink me to it somewhere. I actually might have the photo right here. There we go. That's all I need is that right there. Fan reset thermistors. THB is bed. So it goes to this one. And it goes this way. Not that it really matters, I don't think, but the plug likes to be a certain way. And then DC in and in bed. So this does go to the second one, which is right here, which is probably, this is all way too tight for my likings. Wrong kind of screwdriver. I needed a flat head. And that's not going to work, which means I need to get to one of these two drawers in here. as my screwdriver set. Which hopefully the screwdriver is in it. Not just laying around like I normally would have it. Look, it's actually in there. That's a new and amazing thing. And I need to put the flathead in it, which is this one right here. I don't need that little Phillips. I have a little Phillips. Why do they even have the little Phillips in it? You want a good laugh? A long, long time ago, we all did a Wish scam. You know Wish, the shipper. We just for a laugh, they had a I don't know, one Christmas they had like a $9.95. You could buy a 3D printer. Everyone was like, you know what? We know we're not getting a 3D printer, but let's all spend a $9.95 and just see what we get for the freaking laugh. This was years ago when Wish first came out, and I got this. And not only did I get my $9.95 back, but I got to keep the freaking screwdriver set. And actually, this is kind of a cool screwdriver set. I wouldn't call it great, but it's nice that you can change all the tips. And it's got little socket drivers and square and star, and they're all micro sized. Excuse me, it's not a terrible set. They basically got it for free. So I'm okay with it. It was kind of a funny thing. All right, one down. I hate these tower connectors. I always feel like I'm going to break these things off the board. They're too tall. Just too tall. Okay then. What's up, K2 Kevin? How is life? Sergio! Yeah, I don't need a video. I know all about it. I have, every printer I have has a 1.4 turbo in it. I have like 4 of those. The Lamacar has a 1.4. I just can't remember what plug goes where. You're supposed to be on Twitch, Sergio. You know better. Not YouTube. Twitch it. I only do YouTube to let people know to go to Twitch. Please go to Twitch, because then you get to watch the ads. Actually, you don't watch ads because you actually pay your $5 a month to be one of my little subscribers, because you're awesome. Yeah, this isn't a Prusa mainboard. This is a aftermarket Big Tech SKR. There, K2. So it wouldn't really help Pez Liz much. Hey, Pez Liz. Talking to Pez Liz. There she is. Say her name and she appears. Yeah, I was in a cleanup mode today. I scrubbed everything. The phone got scrubbed, the iPad got scrubbed, the desk got scrubbed, scrubbed. The stand for the iPad, I don't know if you can see that, but it's behind the printer itself from that camera, but I have a bed stand that's on rollers that holds my iPad, so I can see the iPad and play with it at night and not have it in my lap. Hold it up in the air. It got freaking totally scrubbed, although it needs to be rebuilt. Everything got scrubbed, and I'm finally going to put this thing back together. I got the frame all straightened out from shipping, just so everyone knows. I'll repeat what's happening here. Sergio sent me this printer. It's freaking awesome. It's like the prettiest color. The red is just, the camera doesn't do this red justice. It's just like the brightest, beautiful, royal apple red aluminum I've ever seen. It's just gorgeous. But during shipping, I'm thinking it got dropped on the front right corner. Just not hard, just enough to jar it, and it kind of twisted the whole frame. So I literally had to take the whole thing apart, rebuild the frame, which the minute I unbolted 3 corners, everything just it literally sprung back into shape. And all I had to do was go and tighten everything back up. But I had to get all the electronics off to get to all the plates. Now I gotta put all the electronics back together. It is such a pretty printer though. It really is. Okay, back to what I'm doing here. All right, this wire, I think I can just, how the hell did this wire go in there, Sergio? Did it just go through this back window here in the bottom? I think it did. This is Z2, which you got these all marked here somewhere. Z2. That's an E. Z1. This is, I don't think it matters which Z is which, so it's a Z. And I like it there. And I can plug this one in, which could be Z1. Because the Z's don't matter. Okay, am I trying to plug that in backwards? I am. Okay, the two Z's are in. Now we'll straighten up the wires later. Yeah, right. Yeah, this thing's so beautifully wired and tucked and everything was clean and neat. I'm just making an absolute mess of it. All right, what else do I got? This is the lights. Where do the lights go, Sergio? It is a great looking printer. Thanks, Caliper. It's you can thank Sergio. It's gorgeous. It was Sergio's. He's a nice guy and sent it to me because he wanted it out of his way. Why would I sign the number of your printer? I mean, I will if you want to send it to me and pay for the shipping. I don't know why you'd want to, but sure. What's up, Justin? I'm putting the Prusa Bear Sergio sent me back together because it got tweaked in shipping. Yeah, it just might devalue it. You're absolutely right there, Justin. How is life going, Justin? How is the whole rep rap Rocky Mountain thing going? If anyone doesn't realize that's here, Justin is the man behind, the bass man behind the Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival that's coming up, next month, isn't it? This wire came out, Sergio. What's up with that? There's a white wire here disconnected from the plug. So that one doesn't get to go in there right away. And that should be a reasonably easy fix. Okay, I have 2 4 plugs. Where do I have 2 4 plugs? What's the other plug for? Well, this has got to be the motor. Well, what's this one for? Guessing it goes here. Because the color coding, you color coded everything. So that must go there. So that's pretty easy. That's my heater. That's my thermistor. That is, I don't know what. But I bet if I look at the picture, I can tell because this one's green. This one's gray. So there must be some powery thing here you're tapping. So I think I got all the wiring figured out. The only thing I'm not sure where I plug it in is the light. The lights. Because he put this thing has lights that tell it what's going on. He wired it all in and programmed it. So during heating, this wire right here. It lights up, tells you what the temperatures are and all that good crap. So the first thing I got to do is fix this wire, which I'm really not looking forward to. And this goes to the... Do I have my wire stripper in here, or is it outside? I know I had a wire stripper in here, even in the old style. Oh, and knee. I should put my knee support on. They have a couple wire strippers here. Which one do I want to use? I'll use this one. This, I think, is actually a nicer one, more accurate. And somehow or another, I got to get that clip out of there. Man, electronics are not the best friends. This is smaller than 20 gauge. That's the smallest this goes to. Does this one go to the smaller size? I don't think it does. 22, yep. I guess I'm using the cheaper set. It goes smaller. That worked. Not going to need those anymore. Hopefully. Now I got to get this pin out and find another pin, which I have some, hopefully still. I may not actually have that many left. Yeah, I know there's a plug on that board for that light. It's just, which plug is it? Stops. I think it's actually right here. And I should be able to look at the photo. I did take a few photos of this thing before I took it apart. So I should be able to figure it all out. I mean, I can just look at the schematic, because I hate trying to take these frickin' pins out. I always jam my finger. You got to use something super sharp to get it out. Yeah, that was easier than normal. We've never had it go that easy. It looks like you did a perfect crimp on it, wherever it just went. It just didn't hold. Actually, it looks like the wire broke off. Oh, now I gotta find a new crimpy. Do I have a new crimpy? I don't know if I have a JST crimpy. Where are my crimpies? I have some crimpies in here. I might actually have one or two in here without digging into the other one. But I don't think so. Of course, it's probably the one I use the most. And I know it is. So, I might not have any. I have to do some jerry rigging until I get some more crimpy ends. Because when I think about it, I might not have more crimpy ends. Which one of those two boxes are they in? You see this, Sergio? Ooh. My pellet. I have a pellet too now. It is a tube. Yes, that's still in it. Let me guess, it's in one of the boxes that's underneath the frickin' printer. Oh boy. That would figure. might have to make mom lunch at some point. See if it's in this box. Sorry, I'm moving that box. Don't think so. It might be. Oh, there's just more filament. So it's definitely one of those two boxes with the printers on it. But you know what? I think what I'll do is just move the printer. Oh, I know why. Just those boxes that are taller. We'll just slide the printer onto the two filament boxes. So that I can take these two boxes out of the way. Slide this back over here where it's working. This one just has filament in it. Back in the corner. This one has pieces parts in it. There's another box. I'm missing a box. Should be one more of these with pieces parts in it. I just slide it under there. Oh, they both got filament in them. Where's my other box? Because that ain't the right box. If that ain't the right box. There's another box. Oh, don't tell me it's out in the garage. It just might be. That ain't right. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Do I have... All I need is one of them little crimpy bits. I need a crimpy bit. I have a crimpy bit in here. This is a bunch of wiring and stuff. I've been trying to eliminate some of this junk out. This is all my ANET crap done. Not the Prusa Bear from Chris Riley. That's filament. That's filament. That's filament. That's my 3 filament. There should be another box around here. I got 6 of those. 3, 5 of them. Why am I missing a box? Well, I can put a quick end to this. Must be next door. Filament. Filament. I have been slowly eliminating boxes of stuff. That's an excess. But that's what I actually need. It's all bearings and frames and angle brackets and everything but what I need. And that's wiring stuff, but there's no GST connectors in here. I need a GST freaking clip-on penny thing. Well, this could be a tragedy. An assistant? I do need an assistant. Had to swap out my mosquito hot end on the Voron for an E3D V6 light lined to print the TPU. Yes, TPU does like a lined hot end more than an all metal. The exception is the Omnia Drop. There's something about the Omnia Drop heat break that lets TPU just slide right through. Because That's 80% of what I print now. Well, not 80%, probably 75%. I need a screw. I'm screwed. I need a JST connector. Crimpy part. I don't have one here. And I'm not even sure where it is. It might be out in the garage. Thinking. I don't want to wire everything else up until I have that fixed, because it's going to be a lot easier to fix that with all that wiring loose, and I can work on it. I had a bag with just all my JST connectors in it. I don't see it here, which means it's somewhere else. It's somewhere else. Let me look real quick next door, because I do have some stuff over here. Nope, not happening. One last place to look. Because I use JST connectors for some of my batteries, my RC stuff. And I might have a crimpy thing in here. But no. No. I have a cripper. But I do not have the little wiring crimpy things. Ah, crap. Well, that kind of puts a kibosh on it. Did you give the dogs a bone? No. Oh, neighbors. I gotta text my neighbor. She always has bones. Dogs. The neighbor's dogs. If you don't know the dogs, there's like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 neighbors that have dogs, and they all just wander, which is fine. Some people are like, "Where you let the dogs wander?" Who gives a crap? They're dogs. It's kind of a semi-wooded, swampy area. Who gives a crap if dogs wander? Let them run around. They chase squirrels and play and run through the yard. As long as they're not like digging holes and pooping in the yard, I don't give a crap. I like the dogs. They're fun. Best kind of dogs are the neighbor's dogs, because I don't have to feed them or clean up after them or do anything with them. I can just, when they run through the yard, I can play with them and pet them. And send them home. I wonder if I can open this back up. I'm going to try just for giggles. I don't think I can, but I'm going to try it just for, literally for giggles of it. This is just too small for my fat ass fingers. If I hold that there without clamping too tightly, and I stick this really fine thing in there, no, that's not going to work. You actually crimped this absolutely perfectly. There's just nothing that I clamped onto. Where the wire just broke and it fell out. I don't have any GST connectors. What a bummer. I have some, I just don't know where they are. They gotta be on the garage. What was I wiring out in the garage recently? Oh, I had to redo the CNC after the frickin' pads fire out there. But where's the other box? I didn't take the box out there. I have another box. Big box like this. It should actually be in this one. But I think I moved everything the last time I cleaned it all out. And this is all just cleaning and cloths and big old leg braces, and I'm going to need to wear that in a while and probably get rid of it. When I get rid of it, I'll need to wear it again. Alright, well, I guess we're at a dead stop because I'm not going forward until I have this fixed. Because it's kind of an important part. And it's the next part. I really can't even plug anything else in. Well, I can mount the screen. Let's mount the screen. We can do that. Sort of. The screen's kind of a pain in the butt to mount. It needs a bath. I think it's going to get a bath first. I don't remember where all my GST connectors are. Is that an actual scratch in the cover? I guess it is. It's a Sergio build. Yes, this is a Sergio bear. This thing is freaking awesome. The frame color is what makes it for me. I just love the color of this frame. I absolutely 100% love the color. It is by far my favoriteest color. Well, that's done. Just tighten the screw up. Which is kind of hard to do the way they set this. It's not a good design. They need to redesign the legs of this thing to actually get to it. But there's that. Screen's mounted. What did I do with my JST wiring stuff? It's got to be out in the garage. So I think what I'm going to do is kill the stream for now. I will find it. I'm pretty sure it's out in the garage. Yeah, it probably came from out front. He's talking about the dog's got bones that just mysteriously appeared in their mouths. I think what I'll do is kill the stream, go find the JST connector, make my mother lunch, which is, my real life, and then I'll start streaming again in like, I don't know, an hour, maybe less, because I'm going to finish this today. This thing's going to be up and running and printing stuff before the end of the day, one way or another. So, on that note, I'll be back. Actually, if I go to Twitch, where I'm actually on a computer, I can probably do the whole read thing. That's not the part I wanted. Stream manager. That's the part I wanted. So let's just raid, like, I don't know. Maker deck is fine. Start raid. So we're gonna raid Maker deck, and then I'll be back in like an hour, but probably less. Ready to raid. We got 7 whole people going over. So I'll see you in like an hour. Later, guys. Raid now. Has it been raided? Live. Excellent connection. Did the raid go through? Not showing me. I guess it raided. So, see you.